And welcome to the Comedy Center for the championship game of this year's DC Classic, the 35th annual DC Classic between the Gonzaga Eagles and Chaminade Red Devils. I'm Henry Kalpin.
I'm Grant Wolf.
And we're going to be your commentators here tonight. Grant, both teams have performed very well this tournament so far. What are the keys for both teams tonight?
I think the keys for Gonzaga tonight will be staying true to their name. You know, they're the number 2 team. They're the big dog in this game, and they just have to stay calm, collected, and not like feel sped up from the Chaminade team, who's been playing real fast-paced this whole tournament. And for Chaminade, I feel like they did really well against Roman Catholic. You know, 56-50 win yesterday. That's a big dog. They took them down, and they're ready to do it again. And they know what it takes to win this game.
Yeah, for their path to the championship tonight, Chaminade beat Murray Friday night, 68-51 Friday night, then beat the number 18th ranked team in the country, Roman Catholic, yesterday, 58-50, where star alumni Jason Tatum actually showed up to the game. He's in town for the Wizards game, so best of luck to him tonight. Gonzaga beat St. Ignatius Friday, 77-54, and then followed that win up with another win over a relatively close-by rival in Archbishop Spalding yesterday, 68-53.
And they had a really interesting game right before this, with Roman Catholic barely squeaking out a win against Spalding. You know, it was a close game all the way through until the fourth quarter. Roman Catholic just pulled away pretty well. They hit some big shots down the stretch. And
yeah, it's going to be a real interesting game tonight as both teams come in with very high-powered offense, a lot of star power on both sides. Numerous D1 commits and high-profile athletes on both sides, so it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out tonight.
Lots of talent on the floor here.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin today's championship competition, we ask everyone to please stand with our players, coaches, and officials as Father Joe Liggett, President of Gonzaga College High School, offers an invocation and remain standing as we then honor the United States of America as it represents our flag. And we ask now that
That was the prayer and singing of the national anthem, if y'all couldn't hear it, as we introduced both teams' starting lineups. For Gonzaga, it's going to be much similar. It's going to be starting five of Nick Lewis, Derek Dixon, Will Harper, Alex Tuomo, and Christian Gerdak. All seniors, all going off to play Division I basketball. Not a lot of that in the country, is there, Grant?
There's not, and this group is really special, and they've been playing together for many years. You know, they even play AAU together on Team Takeover. There's not much time that goes by without these five stepping on the court together.
Most notably over the summer, they took a part in Team Takeover, the elite DC team, along with numerous other star athletes, and went down to Miami, Florida, and almost won the entire thing before losing to the #1 recruit in the country.
And that game against the Boozer Twins was, I mean, that was just the greatest basketball game of the year, probably. Doesn't get much better high school basketball than that. Triple overtime. You know, Derek Dixon almost won it in double overtime, but the shot got called off because of a clock malfunction. So Gonzaga had multiple chances to win that game, but they just couldn't pull it out in the third overtime. And it's nothing against them. That was a great played game, and that was the #1 team in the country they faced up, and they showed who they are.
Yeah, really, triple overtime. I was on the edge of my seat the entire game, Grant. Starting lineups for the Red Devils. Johnny Jordan, the starting point guard, is a junior. Jamison White, another junior. Colin Keller, the 6'3" senior. Number 25, Elijah Ponywaz, the 5'10" freshman. And Jihad White Jr., the 6'8" forward, whose dad was Jihadi White's former player for both the Wizards and star basketball player for the Georgetown Hoyas. He was in attendance for the first 2 games of his son. I don't know if he's here tonight, but if he is, we wish his son the best of luck.
And he's staying at center court looking ready. I mean, he has a mean look on his face. He's ready to guard Chris.
Head coaches for tonight's matchup. It's going to be Steve Turner, the longtime tenured head coach of the Gonzaga Eagles. Brought this program nothing but success over his time here. He's recently surpassed 500 wins, and I don't expect that to change, but I don't expect that to do anything but go up over the next couple years.
2019 National Head Coach of the Year. He's doing something special, Team USA coach.
Head coach for Chaminade is Frank Bennett, who's in his 12th year. Multiple state championships, runner-ups, and over 248 wins under Bennett. He's brought the program a lot of success, including coaching NBA superstar Jason Tatum.
Here's the tip. Gerdak wins the tip to Derek Dixon.
Chaminade's going to stick with man defense to open up the game. Really try and neutralize Gerdak's passing ability.
Nick Lewis.
Gerdak tries to get it. Lewis with the rebounds. Easy photo game. Not quite there. As it's going to be
Here goes Gonzaga,
Ponywaz.
also in man defense to start the game. That was a quick shot from Chaminade. Didn't waste any time.
Chaminade trying to be aggressive as possible in the early goings of this game.
Good pump fake from Gerdak, but he just couldn't seem to finish at the basket. He got blocked and then stepped out of bounds on the rebound.
We mentioned a lot about Jihadi White's Jr.'s father, the original Jihadi White, but the junior himself is really quite impressive. He doesn't have that many D1 offers, but his ability to shoot from the outside as he takes the three, clunks out the front rim.
Also just
really
his
special
size.
at that position.
He's very big and he commands the floor pretty well. Him and Gerdak are going to have a battle tonight in the trenches, kind of.
Chaminade trying to get something going in transition. Tuomo with the steal. Gonzaga telling the boys to push it.
That is a foul on number 11, Josiah Buchanan. Colin Keller, excuse me. Very fast-paced first minute and a half of this game, but no
The
scoring.
first foul on Keller, kind of the glue guy as you would for this team. Very quick, very good defensive player. Dixon tries to get the three to go. He's been in a bit of a shooting slump as of lately. See if he can get out of that tonight. White with the rebounds.
And that is the majority of his game. His outside shot is very special, and that's one of his main points of his game. And still, 2 minutes into this game, no points to be shown. As Will Harper takes the three.
Front rim again. Lewis gets the deflection outside. Dixon is able to get it under control. Lewis will reset the offense here.
They're trying to get into their sets here, slow the game down a little bit. Tuomo gets blocked.
It's really not a part of Tuomo's game. He's been working on it this year to try and be a better player, but he's really more of a stretch four, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
A little more of a Jaren Jackson rather than a traditional forward like Tim Duncan. Good defense by Tuomo there as he gets the turnover.
He's very athletic, and he likes to drive. His game is more off the dribble than on the post. Nick Lewis here, trying to set something up. Coach Turner yelling to move it and keep the ball hot as to get the defense moving around more.
Dixon still in the shooting slump.
Oh, and
Lewis
tough
gets
layup.
inside for the easy lay. He's such a great finisher in there, isn't he?
First point of the game, Nick Lewis with a tough layup. And Chaminade couldn't respond. Verdak with the rebound.
Coach Turner really emphasized early on that he really wants this team to get out in transition. He thinks Chamade's just a little bit slow-footed, trying to take advantage of that.
And a tough bucket from number 10, Jamison White. First points for Chaminade.
White's an interesting player. He's a junior, 6'9". He's getting a lot of D1 offers, but the biggest concern around his game is his outside shot. He's really much of a drive and like low post player. So if he wants to succeed at the next level, he really needs to improve on getting those threes off and in.
Good steal from Derek here as he takes it coast to coast. And they count the bucket. And one from Derek Dixon there.
Really great move by Dixon. Again, his shooting struggles have been going on for the better part of this first year. For the better part of the start of this first year, it's been really challenging for him. He had the big game against Columbus, but we'll see if he can get out of that shooting slump tonight as he makes that free throw.
And that, going back to that game at Columbus, I mean, he was stroking it from behind the line. He hits 6 or 7 big threes down the stretch, fourth quarter and into the overtimes that, I mean, it honestly kept Gonzaga into the game when they were in a scoring slump. As we see that three-point shooting, that poor three-point shooting from number 10, Jamison White, that you were talking about, and that he needs to improve on if he wants to make it and make it big time in the next level.
Derek once again trying to get that lay inside, a little too high off the glass. Ball gets bounced around a couple times before ultimately recovered by Chaminade as Gonzaga plays some great transition defense there, getting the turnover. Will Harper, absolutely incredible defender. Coach Turner called him once the best defender in WCAC, and this year he's been performing like it.
Yeah, he definitely has. Man up from Chaminade here. Looks like they subbed in number 5, Jacob Robinson. 5'10" senior.
Gerdak had the ball on the inside. It's going to be a foul. Never mind, it's going to be an out-of-bounds penalty. Clean block by Chaminade, trying to really suffocate Gerdak on.
Derek Dixon. He's off again. But Tuomo with the quick putback.
One of the most recent substitutions into the game, number 33 Red Devils. That's Ben Waker. He's committed to Cal State Fullerton. As good, I try to get the block off. They're going to call it a goaltending foul on Gonzaga, though.
Number 3 checks into the game, Tracy Collins. 5'8" junior. Poor pass from Nick there. Lucky to get the ball back. Foul on number 10, Jamison White again.
It's 2 early fouls on White. Again, it's so important to this team. You really can't be getting in foul trouble this early against a good free throw shooting team like Gonzaga.
As he gets subbed out for Elijah Ponawaz. Freshman.
Good lay by Tuomo. He recognized the much smaller lineup from
Owen
Chaminade.
Ooh, Johnny Jordan. Quick pull-up 3. Foul on Christian inside the paint. You know, it feels like Gonzaga's trying to slow the pace down on offense, but Chaminade just wants to keep pushing them as Johnny Jordan takes another quick 3 and bangs it again.
Bang. Jordan's not highly ranked nationally, but that's in the state of Missouri. He's one of the best young point guards there.
That's 8 points early for Johnny Jordan. As Nick Lewis with the pull-up. That's off. To the freshman. And Elijah Ponowitz, the freshman, gets his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Ponowitz came out starting. I was a little surprised by Bennett to put all the faith in a freshman against one of the most elite backcourts in the country in terms of talent, but he has plenty of faith in Ponowitz. It's good at gets that to lay pretty easily.
That's his first bucket of the game. Expect to see a lot more of him if Gonzaga wants to win this game. Steal from Derek.
Tuomo. Big poster by Tuomo. Getting the crowd involved here as Gonzaga using that home court advantage all by itself.
They trap up top. Gonzaga pushing their offense to make a play. 3-on-2 break, and Gerdak just easy layup for him.
Gerdak, such a good finisher around the rim. He has such a feathery touch around there that very other few players, big man in the country can.
It's a foul on number 11, Will Harper, his first.
Subbing in for Gonzaga is number 1, Saxton Simley, and number 21, Carter Meadows, 2 standout juniors. Saxton in basketball, but Carter isn't just a recruit in basketball. He's also a 4-star defensive end. That was number 11 for the Red Devils. That's Colin Keller. Seeing his first points of the night. So we have a tie game with under 5 seconds left to go. 3, 2, 1.
And Derek with the long 3.
Buzzer beater. Again, he's just so lethal as a shooter. You can't leave him that open. Even though he's so far away, you can't leave him that wide open.
18-15 to start this first quarter. Pretty close matchup. What did you see so far from Chaminade?
From Chaminade, it's not really been a lot. They've taken advantage of some poor layup shooting from Gonzaga, who really needs to address that problem later on. But overall, there's really hasn't been much to talk about. It's just been a great defensive matchup so far. And then I'd say for the Eagles, it's just, again, they getting inside, they just need to have better touch around the rim. You can hear Coach Turner yelling if you're anywhere in the gym right now, why are we missing so many layups?
I definitely
if they were to make their layups like they should have done, they could be up 10 points right now.
And Chaminade knocking down some threes, but also missing some big threes, you know. Some wide open threes from number 10, Jamison White, just haven't been falling, and that could also make a difference. As the teams take a floor for the second quarter, we'll see what they've been talking about during this timeout break.
Gonzaga right now has a little bit of a size mismatch as they're playing their too big a lineup with Meadows and Gerdak. It's a real good lineup for this team against the big duo that is Jamison White and Jahadi White Jr.
They feel like they can create more size mismatch inside, and that's why they put Carter in the game. And you see it there, Gerdak getting a clutch board. Gerdak with a three. Quick three in the shot clock. Didn't really get anything set there.
It's really not a part of Gerdak's game quite yet. If he can get that three ball to fall, he can really be a great player in college. It's going to be a foul on Gerdak.
That's his first.
He's had a problem with getting into foul trouble in some of the big games. Against Columbus, he got 4 fouls within the first 3 quarters, which really limited somewhat offensively again in that game. So Meadows got that rebound.
Guarding Cameron Boozer, you know, he had trouble guarding him inside and guarding him off the dribble, as Cameron Boozer is such a good off the dribble player and driving. Gerdak was slow to move his feet and got in foul trouble. So they throw it inside to Gerdak. He tries backing down. That's number 32, Jahadi White, that he just backed down and got the easy bucket over.
Again, such feathery touch from a big man. It's
and Johnny Jordan again.
Johnny Jordan has come out shooting.
He is 12 of Chaminade's first 18 points. And here he goes driving again to the freshman. And that was a big shot there. If he would have hit it, it would have totally swung the momentum. But Derek comes right back with a pull-up of his own.
Dixon again, such a lethal shooter from all 3 levels. It's going to be real special.
Johnny Jordan feeling it, and the heat check didn't fall. And Gerdak loses it on the way up. He feels that he got fouled, but play continues. Number 10, Jamison White, that's just not his game. That wasn't a great shot for Chaminade there. That was too early in the shot clock, and he's not prone to hitting those threes like that in front of people's faces.
Boom! Big 3 by Dixon right there.
Derek Dixon says, I'm prone to hitting threes in people's faces, and steps back and just knocks it down in front of Jamison White.
It's 11 early points for Dixon as Nick Lewis picks up the foul.
Alex Tormo subbing in for Christian Gerdak, taking out some of the size. And Chaminade subs out Jamison White, for number 33, Ben Winker. Both Chaminade and Gonzaga taking out their big men, going a little smaller.
Jordan trying to find anybody.
And Ben Winker steps out of bounds. Pressure from Carter Meadows there on defense. And the fans weren't going to let him get away with that.
Again, the advantage of a home court crowd for Gonzaga here is very prevalent as Gonzaga holds a 7-point lead now.
Nick Lewis, quick shot. And nobody's there but Carter Meadows for the putback. That's his first bucket of the game. And Chaminade calls a full timeout. Gonzaga there with a quick 9-0 run.
What do you think has been the key for Gonzaga in this 9-0 run in which they've really kind of shot out the gates and they haven't looked back right now?
I think defense, really. I mean, you know, Chaminade went into the start of the second quarter with 15 points, and so far, 3 minutes in, they've only scored 3. So I think Gonzaga on the defensive side of the court and their stops have really led to more offense and opportunities to score.
I mean, what do you think needs to change for Chaminade in terms of that in order to like try and get this back to a manageable game?
I think Chaminade needs to slow down on offense. You know, number 10, Jamison White, was taking some quick threes, and I feel like they need to just settle down a little bit. And we saw over there that they stepped out of bounds on the inbound and they couldn't get the ball in. They need to stick to what they know in their plays and try to get something going. We'll see what they say. Gonzaga in the half-court defense. Johnny Jordan bringing the ball up. Ben Winker. And here goes Chaminade with their offense.
Similar playing defense on Jordan now.
Great defense from Gonzaga here. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Number 25, Elijah Penawaz, just has to throw one up there.
Great defense by Dixon there. Really didn't allow anything to happen there.
Reset!
Coach Turner yelling for a reset and then calling the play. Trying to slow his team down and get a bucket. It's Nick Lewis with the putback. And that's not good on Chaminade's part. I mean, they need a box out there. The shooter shouldn't be able to get his own putback midair, especially a guard.
Good finishing attempt by Jordan there. Lewis gets the rebound, trying to push it in transition once again. Such a quick player and such great finishing around the rim.
And Nick really wants to just extend this lead and kind of put Chaminade further and further away from them. Gonzaga playing solid defense once again on this side of the floor. Chaminade really can't get anything going inside. As Ben Winker misses 2 layups, and then Carter Meadows comes in for the rebound. Derek Dixon with a tough and one there on the break. Slowed it down for a second and then just
All 6'10" of Ben Winker tried to get that ball not to fall. Dixon had other plans and got that to go straight in there.
Here comes Will Harper checking into the game. Number 32, Christian Gerdak's back in the game as well. And he makes the
Free throw is good for Dixon as he gets subbed out for Will Harper.
14 points early for Derek Dixon in this first half. Gonzaga back in the full court press. Number 10, Jamison White with the off-bounce floater.
Iverson, 2 for Derek. For what? Right side.
And a good pass inside to Will Harper, who makes the finish.
Will Harper is a Richmond commit, kind of like a subtle Ivy League school. I think he's going to do great things in college with his defense. Such a high IQ defender. Really hard to find nowadays.
This defense from Gonzaga is strict. They're not letting anything get inside. And just another fadeaway jump shot from number 32, Jahadi White. And that's all Chaminade can really get in these possessions. I mean, Gonzaga is playing firm defense here. And Derek Dixon subs in for Nick Lewis.
Gonzaga's really been able to neutralize this Chaminade offense by switching everything. Chaminade's offense right now is based on a lot of ISO heavy scoring, and if they can't get those mismatches, then you can really neutralize their offense.
As Chris could not finish that layup, Chaminade retains possession.
Again, those easy lays inside that Gonzaga's missing. Well, they are up by 18. They could almost be up by more if they weren't making those little mistakes inside. Dixon with the athletic rebound. Gets it ahead to Gerdak. Gerdak with a big jam on White's head. Crowd in I Street is really feeling themselves right now as Gonzaga now holds a 20-point lead.
And Will almost gets a steal there on Johnny Jordan. Chaminade can't get anything going.
They call travel there on Jahadi White Jr. Yet another turnover and stop for this Gonzaga defense.
Gonzaga in their half-court offense. They've done a really good job. Here's Derek just driving in, no stopping him.
Dixon has 16 first half points right now, really popping off the scoreboard right now, showing out for this hometown crowd in his last DC Classic.
Great defense here. And Johnny Jordan fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
The foul on number 1, Sexton Simile, as Jordan's going to shoot 2 at the line.
His first personal. Third team foul. Johnny Jordan gets the first. That's 13 points for him. Looking to make it 14, and he does.
Make that 14 points for Jordan. He's really the only light spot in this Chaminade offense right now, as this Gonzaga defense is kind of clamping down everything else.
And that's just because of his three-point shooting, really, this first half.
Team off number 31 at Riken Thorpe, the first time we've mentioned his name today.
Derek Dixon with the steal, and Johnny Jordan knocks it out of bounds.
Saxton with the 3. Over Riken's head right now.
Saxton with the big 3.
And that's going to be the end of the first half.
Gonzaga 40. this. Very fast-paced division league.
Exactly what Nick Lewis needs to thrive in a very fast-paced game. Yeah, as we said, Nick Lewis is committed to Xavier. He's not the only commit starting for Gonzaga. His backcourt partner, Derek Dixon's a commit to UNC next year, going down to Chapel Hill to play. Will Harper, the small forward, is committed to play at Richmond. Alex Tuomo to Harvard, and Christian Gerdak to Tech, as Nick Lewis hits that second free throw. That's Virginia Tech for Gerdak.
And with Derek and Gerdak going to ACC schools, those matchups are going to be fun to watch. Two Gonzaga alum going head-to-head. As Johnny Jordan with another three. It doesn't seem like this guy's missed much all game.
No, he hasn't. Gonzaga's left him too far open in the behind the three-point line. He just made him pay.
He's been their whole offense so far with 17 of their 23 points. Wow. As Derek drives right by Johnny Jordan but can't finish the layup. Rebound by Jahadi White. Jahadi White with a slow game today. I mean,
big rejection from Gerdak as Tuomo gathers the rebound. Gets it out to Dixon, trying to find something in transition.
Derek finds Nick in the corner for three.
Oh! That's been a big part of his game this offseason. He's really worked on his three-point shot. He's been a slasher his first 3 years at Gonzaga. This year he's gotten that extra dimension and really made him almost a complete offensive player.
Very experienced varsity player, him and Derek, both playing on varsity their whole career here at Gonzaga. And Tuomo! Oh my goodness. They did call the foul on number 25, Elijah Pump.
Well, he may have not gotten that one to foul. That's going to be an absolutely incredible picture once the editors get that done. He puts that guy on a poster. But 2 free throws for Tuomo. That's
right in front of our student section. They would have gone
first
crazy.
Foul of the game.
Student section would have gone crazy if he finished that one. He just looked up and shook his head. He knew he should have had it.
I wanted that for him.
Would have been a big start to his scoring. As right now, he only seems to have 8 points. Ooh. And I didn't exactly see what happened, but it looks like
Non-contact injury. I'm guessing on a wet floor. It's not very
Can you
good.
see who that is?
That's Jamison White, number 10 for Chaminade. Looks like I've just taken a bad fall right now. It's going to take a second to get up as athletic trainers are over there looking on him.
His teammates pick him up. Didn't really see what happened, but he looks like he's walking up the floor just fine. And he's going to stay in the game, too. Jamison White, 2 points, 2 fouls. Hasn't really gotten into this game too much, scoring-wise. But then again, you could say that about the whole Chaminade team because it seems that Johnny Jordan is basically their entire offense right now.
Jamison Williams is going to take a sit as he's subbed in for number 5. But Jacob Robinson, one of the senior leaders on the Chaminade team.
So he did sit him. Looks like a travel. But Gonzaga will get the ball anyway. Coach Turner telling them to move the ball, but Will wants to finish it himself. Multiple second chance opportunities for the Eagles here. Chaminade needs to improve on their rebounding or they're just going to be totally out of this game. Derek with the floater. Coach Turner asked what was Derek doing there, but he was open, so he took the shot. Number 5, Jacob Robinson.
So Robinson's first points of the game got replaced for White after he went off with an injury. Hopefully White's doing well.
Chris Gerdak with a 3. And Coach Turner not happy with that shot.
Again, that's really not a part of Gerdak's game. He really wants to improve on that, but it's just not part of his game right now.
Get off it!
Coach Frank Bennett for Chaminade here. His team's down a bunch, but he's very invested, and he doesn't seem to be that upset. I mean, still trying to get his team back into this game.
Stop slapping the ball, Wop!
Good cut from Johnny Jordan, who lobs it. And number 32, that's Jihadi White's first points of the game.
Jihadi White's such a difference maker, and they finally got him into this game right now. Hopefully, so far right now, all the interior stuff is going in Gonzaga's favor. Let's see if Chaminade can hopefully turn their way and sort of to make this a little bit more of a competitive game here. Tuomo inside to Nick.
Big
It's
block.
blocked by Robinson, who's out in transition with it.
Kicks it to Johnny Jordan. Oh,
Dixon with the big rebound, out in transition.
rare miss this game from number 2, Johnny Jordan. I mean, I think everyone in the gym was scared when he shot that one up. Gerdak subbing out for Carter Meadows here. Coach Turner wasn't very happy with that three-point attempt. Chris can hit them though.
Harper with the three, off the front rim. Meadows with his own rebound. Lewis is going to pull, front rim again. Chaminade's going to get that rebound as Jordy's pushing it in transition.
Robinson.
Tuomo, big rebound. Transition,
Turner telling them to
likes the
run
matchup,
floor.
hits it inside, tries to finish. Robinson once again.
Coach
Going
Fr-
back and forth right now. Jordan trying to find someone. Finds White open. Front rim. Dixon tries to collect it. Chaminade rebound. Robinson out. Tries to get it in. Somehow Jordan's wide open. Trying to pass the ball on, trying to find somebody as Harper gets the steal.
He has numbers there. Carter Meadows with the
Meadows with the slam
in.
on the inside. Good passing by Gonzaga, finding the open man there.
Coach Frank Bennett doesn't look to be happy with his team's performance in the start of the second half. He's going to look to his bench for some answers.
It's going to be a timeout for Chaminade as they try and collect their thoughts. Down 28 right now to these Eagles with 2:43 left in the third. Everything since the first quarter has seemed to go Gonzaga's way. Why is that, Grant?
Their defense, man, I mean, they're showing they're either the number 1 team in the country. You don't just, they have talent, obviously. Their starting five is very talented, and they're going to all D1 schools, but that's not just because of talent. They also have the heart and the pride that's needed to play defense on the other side of the ball. And that's why Chaminade really hasn't gotten any opportunities this game to put the ball in the basket.
And then for Chaminade, what would you change either mentally or on court in order to make this a closer game?
So I think they just need to take it one play at a time. I think right now they're trying to be too fast and they're trying to match Gonzaga's pace, but Gonzaga's up 32 points. It's not going to work out for them, especially with the talent Gonzaga has. They need to, when they get the ball, they need to keep possession, set a play, and try to be big down low. Number 2, Malachi Terrell subs in for Nick Lewis.
Going to give Lewis a break as Harper turns it over to White.
And he gets
It's going to be a foul as Swimmer tries to get the block. It's going to
Jameson
be
White.
a foul on Will Harper. It's his second of the game. White's first shot off the backboard. Really hasn't been that involved this game. He's normally the Red Devils' second best player, but right now he's almost MIA thanks to this swarming Gonzaga defense as he makes that second.
I like this move from Frank Bennett to put his team in a one-up position, try to turn Derek on his way up the court. Make them waste some clock.
Dirk finds Carter on the inside, gets his own board, passes it out to Tuomo. His three no good. Chaminade gets that rebound.
Number 3, Tracy Collins pushing the ball. Doesn't have anything, passes it out to number 10. Jamison White pulls up. Good
Gets
bucket.
that floater to go.
Jamison White looking to get his game going a little bit here. Trying to mount the comeback. He wants to start it. It's Malachi Terrell here with the ball. Wow.
Good lay for Terrell as he finds the penetration in between Chaminade's swarming defense.
Looked like he got stripped there, but then he retained possession and was just right there for the layup. Good move by Terrell.
Shows really come onto the scene right here. He was a starting member of the JV team last year, and he really found his role during off-season workouts. And he's really become not really a 6th or 7th man, but he's kind of been the 8th man off the bench behind Simley and Meadows. It's a good bright spot for Gonzaga's future as their entire starting 5 is going to be leaving next year. Having those 3 players in Terrell, Simley, and Meadows all returning next year is going to be huge as Dixon misses the corner 3.
Next year, these bench players for Gonzaga are going to have a really big role that they haven't been very used to. Most teams don't have all 5 starters seniors. Nick Lewis subs in for Derek Dixon. Seems like Gonzaga always likes to have either Nick or Derek on the floor to kind of control the ball at any point.
I mean, again, they're one of the best high school backcourts in the country, if not the best, with both of them playing very complementary basketball to each other. Jordan gets that to lay in the center. Shot clock off, under 20 seconds left as Lewis is going to control the final seconds of this third quarter.
Shot clock is off. Nick Lewis going one-on-one.
He's going to get
Robinson
stripped.
And just throws it into the crowd. I'm not sure why he didn't try to take a couple steps closer. I mean, he had a few seconds. Now Gonzaga's 1.4 to get up a shot. And
Harper gets the shot off. It's going to fall short.
end of the third quarter, 57-32 Gonzaga over Chaminade.
Again, so far, it's been Gonzaga the entirety of the second half and since the second quarter. Gonzaga held a 1-point lead to start the second quarter, and ever since then, they've just absolutely exploded. They currently hold a 25-point lead over the Chaminade Red Devils.
And that third quarter, seemed a lot like that first quarter where it was kind of more back and forth. The second quarter is really where Gonzaga put it to them, and that's why they have such a big lead.
Chaminade came in with a win against nationally ranked number 18 Roman Catholic, so they probably might make this game just a little bit more competitive. But Gonzaga is just showing their almost complete dominance over everybody. Such high expectations going into this year for this team, and so far this tournament they've completely lived up to it. They had a little bit, they had some struggles Friday against St. Ignatius in the first half, but second half they came out and dominated. Since then, they've never looked back.
Number 25, Elijah Panawaz just throwing the ball away. And Nick Lewis setting up the offense here. Rips baseline.
Trying to find something.
Looks back for Meadows. Coach Turner looking for a foul, but refs didn't see it. And Johnny Jordan feeling himself. Another big three-pointer from the junior.
Again, he's been the entirety of Chaminade's offense for basically the entire game. He gets over half of their points.
And you can see why he gets so much D1 attention. He's cool, calm, and collective. And he has the confidence to shoot that three from probably 3 steps behind the line.
Steph Curry range almost.
And Will Harper gets fouled hard by Jihadi White. He'll go to the line to shoot too. That's his first personal.
Refs cleaning up the floor here, trying to avoid any trips and falls right now as Harper's at the free throw line.
Number 11, Colin Keller, walks over to the freshman Elijah Panawaz and says something. Senior leader trying to build up his freshman there after the bad turnover on the sideline to start this quarter. Will Harper hits the first. And the second. 4 points for him in this game.
Jordan left open.
And that is just not the guy you want to leave open at this point.
You can't just leave Johnny Jordan open like that, especially with the night he's having right now. He's just been too good from all over the court, man.
26 points for Johnny Jordan. Most of those coming off the three-pointer.
As Jamison White tries to get those to fall.
Tomo, coast to coast.
Oh, big block by Johnny White.
Colin Keller loses it. Out of bounds on Chaminade.
I just know Alex really wants that right now.
It looks like they got the call wrong at first. They thought it was out on Gonzaga, but they correct themselves. Number 32, Christian Gerdak, subbing back in for Carter Meadows.
It's going to be a foul on the freshman Elijah Pennywise. It's his third foul of the game. Simley gets it into Lewis as that's poked out by Pennywise, trying to be the pain in Lewis's side right now.
Pennywise all the way up on Lewis. Seems like he's taking away some of the pressure here. Push on Colin Keller. His third personal. Nick gets the ball into Gerdak. Sizing up. Jihadi. Good pump fake and spin.
Again, such great touch around the rim for Gerdak.
Johnny Jordan with the kick. And Colin Keller responds. So Chaminade here, down 20. 5.5 minutes left. They really need to go on a run here. They can't keep going back and forth like this.
Lewis with the 3-ball, front rim. It's going to be an offensive foul on Gonzaga. That's going to be one. Saxton Simley for the foul.
He doesn't
It's number 2 on him. again cleaning up the mess on the floor as Chaminade's going to have the side in. It's going to be a full timeout for Chaminade as they try and find and plan a way to come back 20 down here with 5 minutes left.
And, you know, it's going to be hard. You know, at Gonzaga's home court in their tournament, the crowd very lopsided here. You know, Chaminade coming all the way from St. Louis. I just don't know how they're going to find a way to come back in this game if they don't slow the ball down. Go on a little run here.
If you're just tuning in to us right now, Gonzaga has been dominant since the opening get-go, making it a close first quarter, but since then it's been all Gonzaga as they exploded in the second and third quarters to get a big lead. And start the fourth quarter, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah, they started the fourth quarter, up 25, and now they're up 20. You know, Chaminade needs to keep this pressure up, but they need to amp it up a little bit more too. You know, they can't just be close. They have to be going on a run, getting the ball out fast, finishing their shots. We'll see what they came up with out of that timeout.
Jordan trying to get something to go.
Good defense from
Gets the ball
Malcolm
inside. It's going to be a foul, and it's going to be a kickball violation on Alex Tuomo. No foul on the floor.
It's his first personal.
Jahadi White tried to get the inside slam to go as Tuomo slips the ball right out before he can get it up. Lewis gets fouled in the transition by number 10, Jamison White. That's his third foul of the game.
Inside to Gerdak. Jahadi White staying big down there.
No basket. They're going to call the foul on the floor against Jahadi.
That's his second.
That would be the fifth team foul on Chaminade, means Gerdak will be shooting 2 here.
Chris Gerdak, 2 shots.
Drains the first.
Gerdak misses the second as White gets the rebound.
He's usually very good from the line. You know, we saw in the game against Columbus, he was making his free throws, and he likes to practice his free throws a lot because he gets fouled a lot inside when people are trying to guard a bigger player like that. So
Johnny White tries to get the lay to go in, but Gonzaga's defense is once again suffocating as Nick Lewis takes the ball back up. Again, that's been the story for this entire game right now. Gonzaga's suffocating defense.
that has been, you know, holding Chaminade to 41 points right now.
They're going to call it a travel against Gerdak as he tries to make the inside move on Jahadi.
It seems that they found an answer for everyone else but Johnny Jordan here, who's having himself a great night despite his team's bad performance.
Tuomo with the steal in transition. He's going to get that big slam to go, really getting the student section back involved. And he's going to get the rejection on the other end. Back-to-back big plays from Tuomo. As the entirety of the gym right now is congratulating Alex on his fabulous couple of last plays.
Finish the dunk and then come all the way back down the floor for the stuff. Steps out of bounds, number 11, Colin Keller.
Gonzaga student section letting Chaminade know exactly how they feel right now. During that last break, Tuomo got substituted for number 23, the junior Tyson Harley. It's our defensive player.
It's fouled by number 32. Jahadi White again, that's his third personal.
It's the third foul on White. A lot of them coming recently too.
I don't even know their numbers, so I can't even tell you.
Can't seem to find an answer for Gerdak, so as a result. He also seems tired out there. You know, he's not moving his feet as much and he's reaching in, leading all these fouls.
I mean, he's been playing for the majority of the game. You have to think fatigue is kicking in at some points.
Definitely. Jahadi White gets fouled on the way up.
It's going to be a foul on number 21, Carter Meadows.
Jahadi hasn't been really able to get anything going on offense, getting guarded by Gerdak.
Jahadi White gets that first free throw of the fall here. As number 4 for Gonzaga, Chase Hogg comes in for Nick Lewis. Chase Hogg is a 5'11" sophomore. Gets the second one to fall too, as Terrell controls the offense here.
Chase Hall gets the ball here. Saxon telling him to set him the screen. Comes off it, looks for the shot, hits it.
Boom. Right in Colin Keller's face. He gets that 3 to fall for his 6th point of the night. Second bucket.
He has 2 threes.
It's a foul on number 2, Malachi Terrell, who's been battling down low with Jahadi White for, it seems like a while now, trying to take advantage of that mismatch.
Now he's guarding Johnny Jordan. Seems to be Chaminade's best player.
Hogg controls the offense here. Slimly trying to find something against Robinson. He's going to pull up once again. 3 right in his face. That's 9 easy points for Simley. Such a dynamic player. He's 6'7" and can do everything on the court.
Another foul on Carter Meadows there. Second personal.
Jahadi White makes that first free throw as Gonzaga bench unit continues to come on. Number 0, number 10, and number 20, and number 22. That's going to be TJ Farrington, Chase Peterson,
And
Dave Muyamba. Dave is a 6'6" freshman, highly touted by Coach Turner. He believes a lot in this young fella, and it's giving him the opportunity now to show him why.
Get out of there!
Peterson bringing the ball up the court now.
TJ swings to Hogg.
Hogg trying to find something. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Harley barreling down, turns the ball over. That's Robinson with the steal.
Pushing the floor, gets tripped up by TJ Farrington there.
It's going to be a foul on Farrington there. It's going to be his first of the game.
That's the 5th foul. Looks like they're going to be shooting free throws.
Robinson at the line. Robinson makes the first free throw there. Second one clunks off the front rim as Harley gets the rebound there. Harley isn't a star in basketball, he's also a star in football. He has numerous offers from Georgia, Michigan, Michigan State, and West Virginia. Gonzaga football
big name schools there.
Gonzaga football just recently wrapped up their season, so he's going to be one of the big stars in next year's program. As Muyamba tries to find the basket there on the inside. Doesn't quite find there right now. Peterson gets the steal there off the deflection from Hogg. Dave on the inside tries to get something to fall there. He's going to draw the foul there from Jordan. Freshman at the line now, shooting 2.
That was on Johnny Jordan, his first.
And for the Eagles, number 22, Dave Boyoff, now with 2 shots.
Dave gets the first one to fall. And the second one falls too. Collins pushing it for Chaminade here. Finds his man on the outside, fumbles it a little bit. That's Farrington on the inside. Tries to get the layup, he's going to get fouled on the layup. 2 for Farrington. That's going to be a foul on number 5 of Robinson in transition.
Gonzaga's bench trying to get into the scoring game here. As TJ hits the first.
They're trying to getting reps to these guys very early in the season, trying to see what they have for later in the season as the game starts to get more and more important.
Especially when WCAC play starts. And
WCAC is often considered the toughest basketball conference in the country, with Gonzaga playing other teams in the area like school rivals St. John's and top 20 powerhouses like DeMatha, Sidwell Friends, and PVI.
And even McNamara sometimes put up a tough fight. You know, there's not a bad team in the WCAC. Every night it's a fight.
Chaminade trying to get something late going with their bench unit as number 24, Colin Kirkpatrick, trips there. It's going to be a double deflection. Looks like it's going to stay here for Chaminade, though, with 24.7 seconds left in the game.
It looks like if Gonzaga gets the ball back, they might just dribble this game out.
Number 12, Josiah Buchanan tries the floater there, doesn't get that to fall.
Chaminade pressing still, down 28.
Hogg gets the ball here, controlling the ball as
he'll just dribble
final
it out.
seconds start ticking off the clock here with sub 10 seconds left here. Looks like Hogg just going to control this till the final seconds. And it's going to be another DC Classic win for Gonzaga as they beat Chaminade 74-46.
Very dominant win for the Eagles here over the Chaminade Red Devils. Second quarter really pulled away and didn't look back, you know. Tough tournament. Well played by Chaminade. First 2 games, they just couldn't pull one out against the number 2 team in the country.
We're going to see here if we can try and get Derek. We're going to see here if we can try and get.
He's coming.
Here comes Derek Dixon, our player of the game here. Derek, great win for y'all. Third straight DC Classic. Second quarter, things really switched within the team. What do you think happened in that second quarter for y'all?
Yeah, I think it really started on the defensive end. We got a couple big stops, got on transition, got some easy buckets, and then it was just flowing from there.
And then looking forward, this is a big win for y'all, DC Classic, it's home turf. Going ahead, what does this team still need to improve on in order to truly live up to the hype as like the #2 team in the country?
Yeah, I think we need to just not take our foot off the gas, stay committed, and just keep growing together and growing defensively and offensively.
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. Good luck in the future.
Thank you.
Signing off for now as Gonzaga once again wins its DC Classic 74-46. I'm Henry Calpin.
I'm Grant Wolf.
Thanks for listening in.
Yo, sit down.